In this lab, you will prepare and package an oleaginous ointment. Techniques discussed in this video include levitation to reduce particle size and shearing to homogeneously mix the preparation, as well as how to fill an ointment tube. Begin the lab by weighing out appropriate amounts of base and powdered components, including one or more drugs. Transfer the powders to the pill tile. As you will see, solids are not easily incorporated into ointment bases. Breaking up agglomerates in the powder of the solid dosage form is key when combining the powders and base. Incorporation of a levigating agent may prove useful. Levitation is the process of reducing particle size of a powder and reducing agglomerates of particles for more even distribution. This is accomplished by levigating the solid with a small amount of liquid. The liquid that is used is referred to as a levigating agent. This liquid is typically somewhat viscous and has low surface tension to improve wetting of the solid. Choose a levigating agent that is miscible with the ointment base. A liquid polyethylene glycol works well for aqueous and oil and water emulsion bases, while mineral oil works better for oleaginous or water and oil bases. Simply put, levigating agents make incorporating solids easier, and they usually yield smoother, more homogeneous products. Here is the ointment that has been prepared without a levigating agent. Notice the large particles in the base. Compare this with an ointment that included the use of a levigating agent. The end result is a much more homogeneous, smoother product. At this point, the levigated paste is ready to be combined with the base using geometric dilution. It is best to mix the ointment by picking up the base with a medium-sized spatula and then spreading the ointment across the entire length of the work surface. This process causes shearing and is used to further reduce particle and agglomeration size. It is important to use the entire length of the work surface, as the same force applied by the spatula will shear a thin layer of ointment more than a thicker layer of ointment. In other words, the thinner the layer of ointment, the more effective your spatulation. Using two spatulas may be helpful to ensure no drug or base is left unmixed on either spatula or the outer edges of the pill tile. To begin, cut a piece of glass-lined paper in half. Place the entire quantity of ointment to fill the ointment tube on one end of the glass-lined paper. Avoid placing the ointment on the last inch or so of one end of the paper. This will become important later, as you will need one end of the paper to grab onto. Roll the glass-lined paper into a pipe that is smaller than the open end of the ointment tube. Remove the cap of the ointment tube. Insert the glass-lined paper into the open end of the tube, leaving the end of the glass-lined paper sticking out. Sometimes rotating the tube while inserting the paper in the tube is helpful. Using your fingers, squeeze the end of the paper tube. Stop squeezing just before ointment reaches the tip of the tube. Replace the cap. Place the edge of your spatula across the tube about 3/4 to 1 inch from the end of the tube and gently press down. While applying downward pressure on the edge of the spatula, pull the paper from the tube. Pressing too hard will cause the paper to break. Pressing too gently will allow the ointment to come out of the tube with the paper. You are now ready to fold the end of the ointment tube. Use the edge of the spatula to create a crease halfway between the previous crease and the end of the tube. Fold this crease and flatten with the spatula. Flip the tube over. Use the edge of the spatula to make a crease halfway between the previous crease and the end of the tube. At this point, the side view of the tube will reveal a T. Pinch the flaps of the T down to finish sealing the tube. In this video, we have described the techniques of levitation and shearing and the importance of both in order to create a homogeneous ointment that will be pharmaceutically elegant and acceptable for your patients.